Hi there, I'm Adam Kirbas and this is my novel video. Free. Tanya. Tanya walks along the street in her high heels. It is dangerous for her walking in high shoes, in high heels. She could hurt herself, and then her end would be severe. But some days, her life is almost void and empty, that this risk gets feasible for her. When life gets unbearable, then she has to walk in high heels. She has to ensure herself that somehow that she can feel the pleasure of life. And what is the pleasure of life? What do people crave? What does she crave? She craves to be seen as a woman, to be seen as an attractive woman. And occasionally she needs to get the attention of other men who see her, men who think that she's attractive, who are attracted to her. She walks along the street, along the neighborhood. She can feel the gazes of the people. What an attractive woman. They will ask themselves or say to themselves, who is that girl? She wants them. She wants their attention. And she needs them. She needs their attention because without it, she would get lost in her whole life. Tanya, she's on the way to the migration and customs office. She's an undocumented migrant. But however, she's not afraid. At least she tries to ensure herself that she is not afraid. She knows some people in the custom office. Chad is a great man. At least according to her, he's not mean. He says stupid things. He says mostly racist things. But Tanya, she understands it. She is well aware that for Americans it's not easy dealing with all these migrants. And a lot of them are scum, according to Tanya. A lot of them do not deserve to be in America. A lot of them just drain the public. They're unworthy to be American. Tanya perceives herself to be the right choice for America. If she would get the chance, if she only would be allowed to be a legal migrant in America, she would show everyone how Americanism has been done, how you have to love America, that you have to appreciate it, that you have to appreciate this country you live in. Tanya walks past some thugs. At least she thinks that they are thugs. And she has nothing but contempt for them. They are doing nothing. They are doing nothing to take away the fear of Americans, to take away the fear that they have of migrants. And these thugs, these despicable people, they are the reason why every one of us has been suffering. Why Americans perceive migrants only in the one way and only in the one possible way. It is understandable that the average American hates migrants. At least Tanya thinks that the average American hates migrants, especially Mexicans. And it is understandable, therefore, that they are worried. And who wouldn't be worried if thugs come along the border, if criminals come along the border. Tanya hates them. Tanya hates these folks. Why have they make everything so complicated? Why can't they just integrate? Isn't this just a simple thing? Just come into a country and assume its culture, its language. Why is it so difficult? At least for some who do not know any purpose at all. And Tanya has nothing but contempt for these people because they do not see the opportunity America has to be an American, to speak English, to be fluent in English. What a great feeling this is all. Like you would elevate yourself. You are not this filthy Mexican girl anymore. You are not this filthy foreigner anymore. You are not the one everyone looks down at with contempt. No, you are someone different, someone likable, someone enjoyable. And who wouldn't want to be that? Who wouldn't elevate herself from a position of demeanor, from a low position? And Tanya looks at these facts and she thinks to herself, these people, they have no worldview, they have no horizon. They came the way they were in Mexico. They live here the same way they live in Mexico. They do not see the opportunity to live in America, to be American, to be Americanized. And she can only imagine how stupid these people are, because this is what she thinks of them. Dumb, stupid, retarded and backwards people who will never succeed in anything, people who will never be integrated in society, and people therefore who lead others to be hated. People who came to America to deceive these nice people. Tanya thinks of Americans as nice. All of them are nice. This is what white people are. They're clean, they're pure, they have a clean conscience. And therefore, they are nice. Look at what they have created. Who would be against it? Who could not realize the supremacy and the supreme society of America after he has seen everything that is in America, after he or she has seen clean streets, has seen this wealth, has seen what diligence, attitude, and a creed can lead to. Who would be against it? No, there's something wrong with these people. She thinks to herself, something deeply wrong. People who will never be able to understand the worth of life, what you should live for, how you could even enjoy life, and the thought alone of living like their ancestors, to live like in a world of backwardness, in a world of yesterday. The thought alone is for Tanya repulsive. How could anyone want to live in the past? How could anyone want to live a life in the backwaters of society? No, you have to look ahead, you have to look forward, you have to live a life that is worth living. She tells her every day, and she enjoys her life. And again, she hears it, she feels it on her high heels. She sees again people gazing at her. What a beautiful woman she is. At least she thinks that everyone thinks and assumes that. And she needs it. She needs this feeling. She walks past a coffee shop, the new one. It hasn't been made only a couple weeks ago. Many men work there. Tanya realized that she walked past it. Many construction workers stopped and looked at her way, looked at this beautiful woman. And Tanya kind of was thrilled by all these gazes, by all the attention she got. Now she somehow misses these construction workers. She did not get to know them, despite the fact that most of them were migrants, North Americans, and she assumed some of them, like her, undocumented. However, she still enjoyed their gazes. But now there is a coffee shop there. There are young folks who live in a different world than Tanya, who sit there and drink their coffee, who chat there. Tanya doesn't go into a coffee shop. It is too tempting. In this coffee shop, they are selling candy or other dangerous stuff. Tanya does not like to be put in a situation where she has to be spontaneous, where she has to choose at once. This is dangerous. She's afraid that she might not be able or would not be courageous enough to choose the right way, to choose what is good for her, the right decision. This is hard struggle. This is what she is grappling with. People don't know that life, survival, depends on every day's decision you make. Whether you can successfully overcome the inner turmoil, whether you succeed in getting your head up. And this is what Tanya fears, a situation where she cannot handle herself anymore. It is about herself. It is about control of herself, of her desire, that she's been lost there, that she cannot make the decision which ensure her future. No, she doesn't go into coffee shops or in any candy bar. And she sees in the shop window of the coffee shop a young man who is holding a pen, and he is writing down something. It all seems so easy. It all seems as if it would be the normalest thing to do. From young age on, young Americans, young white Americans, they write down. They do not struggle when they have to write their own name. They do not struggle or are tearful while they're writing their own names. It's the normalest thing to do, to hold a little pen and be able to write whatever you want, to feel the rush. And she read about it, that some authors or some writers, they sometimes feel an urge inside them, an urge to write down something, that this would be a drive every author, or at least every good author, would feel after a while, as if he would be in a season of writing, as if there would be a proper time and a proper place for writing. This urge, it would not leave